Videocity, it is your girl, Wahida. I am here tonight to introduce you to this wonderful artist here. I want him to introduce himself because he got a lot to say. All right, so how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. ABM, representing Trinidad and Tobago, you know what I'm saying? Los Angeles, California, too. Platinum Trinity Entertainment, P-Vibe Music, 50/50 Convict, and Grooves Universal.
ABM, so tell us, how did you get started?
Well, you know, my uncle, he used to play keyboard for Byron Lee and the Dragonaires. I don't know if the people out here in the U.S. is familiar with that group, but they were a big group when I was a little toddler growing up. You know, they used to tour the Caribbean, and they kind of introduced the West Indies to calypso music back then.
And we love calypso music.
Most definitely. It's transitioned now into soca, you know. And, you know, my father just played a lot of music around the house as a kid growing up, so, you know, music was my first love. That's something that I would turn to, you know, when I'm feeling down. You know, it's always something to listen to pick my spirits up.
Now tell us, for Americans, what is so wonderful about calypso music and, you know, so...
Well, basically, you know, it's the rhythm. It's rhythmic. It's all in the rhythm, you know.
Oh, it makes you move?
Exactly. It makes you move your body, man.
Now, with this moving, a lot of guys definitely love that stuff. How do you feel about the women, the way they dance? And, you know, you want them to dance to your music?
Most definitely, you know. Music is an oasis, you know, and it's something that we should use, you know, as something to get away from what you may be going through. And if it's through expression as how you want to interpret that, then by all means, yes, you know, wine that body, gal. See?
Wine that body. Now, the difference between soca and reggae, what would you say that is?
Well, basically, it's the beat. It's the rhythmic beat, you know, as Bob related to in the early days, you know, reggae is like, you know, it's like a chang, 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 you know what I'm saying, 1-2 type thing. And whereas calypso music, it's more a beat. It's a faster pace in terms of beat per minute as far as the music goes.
Okay.
You know, by the end of the day, you still whine your body. Reggae, calypso, you still whine. See?
And what's going on with all these West Indians and this wine and stuff? Because, I mean, that's part of the culture, huh?
Most definitely, you know, it's in our genes, you know what I'm saying? I mean, from creation, from birth, you know, that's the kind of music that we was brought up listening to as a Caribbean, not just Trinidadians, but, you know, Jamaicans, Guyanese, as yourself, you know what I'm saying, Bajans, Rihanna, you see how she move and she dance. You know, it's a rhythmic thing, and it's something that, you know, it's just genetic, really, honestly, it is, you know.
What are some projects that we can look out for?
Well, right now, you know, I have my new single out featuring Quest Chorus from 50/50 Convict Music. Big up to Quest, you know what I'm saying? It's called Dat Body Gyal, and, you know, it's out on iTunes worldwide through Grooves Universal, Platinum Trinity Entertainment, 50/50 Convict, and P-Vibe Music. And that song, I mean, it's crazy. It was pretty much done, it was catered to the European market, you know what I'm saying? And America is catching on, you know, we're up on World Star Hip Hop, we're close to 15,000 spins in a matter of just days. Yeah. And we're on allhiphop.com, you know, with the song itself. So the record is being well received universally. You know, so that's the record that we're pushing right now. That's the record that we're concentrating on right now. You know, we have a website set up for that record. It's www.datbodygyal, DATBODYGYAL, not GIRL, GYAL, because that's the lingo we use in the West Indies. Dat Body Gyal, you see what I'm saying? So it's datbodygyal.com. You can go to that website and pretty much find out more information about the single, and you can also download it there too.
Now tell us, because you are from Trinidad, what's something that is wonderful about your country and your culture?
The food and the weather. And the women.
I was going to say the women, but all right.
Not necessarily in that order, okay? You know, the food is, you know, it's just that culture is so rich. I mean, you know, I mean, the roti and, you know, the curry and the pilau, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you go out to Jamaica, you have the jerk chicken, you understand what I'm saying? It's just, you know, the food, the women, and the climate for me. That's why most tourists, you know, they come to the islands because, you know, it's like an oasis for them to get away and experience a place where they can exhale.
Where they can relax.
Exactly. Yeah, most definitely, man. You know?
One more final question before we go.
Really? I'm enjoying that.
So, is there any dances that we can expect from you, from your music? Because I know there's always some new dances with Jamaican music, you know, reggae.
Yes. Well, I will leave that up to the fans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're the ones that create it anyway. You know, they listen to the music and, you know, they interpret it which way they feel so, and then, you know, people pick up onto it. So, you know, if you're looking right now and you listen to Dat Body Gyal and you happen to invent a dance, you know what I'm saying, big up to you, enough respect then, see?
Put it on YouTube.
Most definitely. Put it on YouTube, just let know I'm getting the credit for it, okay?
Now, finally, Nicki Minaj is Trinidadian.
Most definitely. Big up Nicki girl, my home girl. See, you're doing it. Cash money, you know, enough respect.
What do you have to say about West Indians? It's a lot of West Indians in the game.
Most definitely. You know, I feel like, you know, us as a people, you know what I'm saying, and not just from Trinidad, but from the West Indies period. And I mean, you could, you know, tend to elaborate on that somewhat. You know, we're just a speck. I mean, when you look at that globe, you know what I'm saying? We're just a dot on the map. So anytime somebody does something extraordinary, you know, in a good way, you know, we get that notoriety, and that's how we build, you know, buzz, you know, or our brand, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we're a very small country, you know. I mean, we're just a speck. You know, these islands.
But there's so much culture. The culture is so rich.
Rich, very rich in culture. You know what I mean? When the slave ships came through, you know what I'm saying, they kept dropping people off, you know what I'm saying? And basically that's how this whole thing, you know, came into play. So, you know, we have that rich culture.
Would you say Trinidad is a party culture?
The West Indies is a party culture. Because if I just say Trinidad is a party culture, that's being biased. The West Indies, period. I mean, you know, Trinidad have Trinidad Carnival, which we know is the biggest carnival in the world. Yes. No knock on Brazil. You know, I love Brazilians. I love Rio. You know what I'm saying? That's all good. But, you know, when you say the word carnival, people think Trinidad. You know, we rule that then, see? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jamaica has its own festival. Guyanese has its own festival. Barbados, you know, they do their thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the West Indies period is a party. Anytime is Trinidad time. Remember that?
And make sure that we can find you at the carnival in Miami, huh?
Oh, most definitely. You know what I'm saying?
In Canada?
Yeah, I'm trying to put some things in place right now. You know, I have a song. It's called We Ain't Going Home Till Morning, Come on Sunlight Come Up. You know, I did that for the 2011 carnival, but me as a new artist to the Trinidad scene, you know, the record didn't get that exposure that it so solely deserved. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to re-release that record, God's willing, for this 2012 carnival season coming up. So, and it will begin with the Miami Festival and that kind of thing, you know, to get people in the spirit. Now that ABM is worldwide, then, you know, you have to recognize now.
Let them know how they can get in contact with you. Do you have Twitter?
Yes, you could follow me on Twitter.
Everyone has Twitter.
At ABM Platinum. That's at ABM Platinum. And I stress on the word platinum because I'm hoping that my record goes platinum. Platinum is also the first name of my record label, Platinum Trini Entertainment. You understand what I'm saying? So, and you can also find me on Facebook at abm.packy. That's abm.packii.
ABM, it was an absolute pleasure to sit and speak to you tonight.
Can I say one more thing? I just want to say a shout out to the people who are deserving and very instrumental to bringing this whole situation to where it's at, because I might be in front of the camera, but it's a lot of people that's behind the scenes that has been working feverishly, you know what I'm saying, to make ABM and put ABM in a position like this. LaPriest, you know, my VP of Platinum Trinity Entertainment, big up girl, enough respect, you know what I'm saying? My man, David Marshall Price, you know, the man behind the scene, you know what I'm saying, that's making moves and, you know, just putting things in place to bring it to this point. You know, his partner in crime, Amy, big up Amy, you know what I'm saying. I also want to give a shout out to Quest Cross from 50/50 Convict Music, you know, for getting on this joint with me because, you know, it's a team effort, you know, and you know, everything is done. When you have all parts working in unison, you know, as like an engine or a machine, you can't lose.
Can't lose.
You can't lose.
Can't lose.
And big up to my man D-Tech, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes there, you know.
Shout out to D-Tech.
Yeah.
All right, so of course we're gonna follow him and follow me at Wahida Sohan and Videocity. Stay tuned. Back to the countdown. You can also check his video out on the countdown as well. See you guys later.
Yeah.